Oh, fucking hell, I can't use names, can I? Right, so we're back at the park in Cheltenham. First things first, catfishington drip check. Got the Heritage night cap. Got this lovely Tommy. It's sort of like 90s throwback, but it's not that old. And got the Brain Dead here, it's so warm. I've had to tie around my waist. And look at these, we've got the old Stamray, the painter pant. Never washed them. Mum's dying to wash them, but I'm like, nah, never wash your jeans. And I've got these lovely little night kicks. Anyway, that's the drip check done. So, what's been going on since I got back from Thailand? Just before I left Thailand, it's a long story, but let me try and condense it. So, got to Thailand, found a good weed shop, was buying just my weed there, my smoke, and I'd sit in there and smoke with the owners there, and drink, and you know, I went to karaoke's and that with them, and this and that. So like, we're all like pally, do you know what I mean? And but then one night, it all just went a bit wrong. There's like a gun involved. I'm like on the floor with this guy over the top of me. He's a fucking hard cunt, do you know what I mean? Or Muay Thai back in the day, but he's like big now, like thick set and that. He taught me a load of Muay Thai, and he was on about training me. Obviously, I was at that Chan Chai, so you know, I just stuck with them. And let's go through here. So yeah, I ended up on the floor, like with him over the top of me, going fucking like this, and I was like thinking, Jesus, what have I done to deserve this? But I put it down to cultural differences and me and my big mouth, really. So big mouth strikes again. But yeah, it was all good. Like, I got up and everything, and then he was like, just fucking leave, basically. Again, it's a long story, but left, everything was calm. Messaged him the next day, he was like, look, it's all sweet. And then I wanted to go back, because I needed to buy some weed. I could have got it anywhere. But, you know, curiosity killed the cat, they say. And I decided, let's go back round this way. I decided to go back and pick up some weed. So now I go and sit down with him again. I'm sat in like the same spot as I was when fucking shit went down. And now there's two guns on the side. I'm like, oh shit. And so I'm like rolling this joint. And hold on, for fuck's sake. So I'm like rolling this joint. And then, yeah, I'm just feeling a bit like, fucking, oh, shit, this was a bad idea. I need to smoke this joint, do you know what I mean? Or relax, like, but it was a bit like PTSD. I was like, it was probably a bit soon. I shouldn't have gone back so soon, maybe, I don't know. But I wanted to kind of, like, check everything was good, you know? So, yeah, and then he's like, he's just like, can I borrow 2,000 baht? And I'm like, huh? Like, it's fine, it's only like 40 quid, do you know what I mean? It's not a lot, I can get 40 quid. And he's like, can I borrow 40 quid? I was like, I was like, yeah, I mean, I ain't got it, but I can probably make a few calls and get it, do you know what I mean? Like, it was like one of those moments when I was just like, yeah, I think I'm just gonna go and get the 40 quid for this fucking Thai jungle gangster before I, do you know what I mean? But yeah, it was obviously all calm, but yeah, in that situation, I was like, and the way I was feeling, I was like, I'm just gonna go and get this fucking 40 quid, come back. So when I made a few calls, got some money sent, paid in the money, got off after that. I thought, yeah, you can have the cash. Don't think I'll hang around for another joint, you know, see what else happens. So yeah, I went back, and then he messaged me again, like, for more, and I was like, yo, I can't help you, bang, do you know what I mean? I can't help you. And he was like, haha, see, you learn. So he's like, do you know what I mean? He's like teaching me. I don't know. Well, something's teaching me anyway. Something's teaching me. But yeah, you've always got to look at the lessons in these situations. And I was lucky the first time round, really. I mean, but, well, I wasn't. And to be honest, he definitely overreacted, and he's got a bit of a fucking, you know, obviously he sat there drinking, smoking. Fuck knows, things get a bit twisted, don't they? So it happened. I'm still here. Lesson learned. Only 40 quid out of pocket. Oh yeah, then before I left, because I wanted to sort things out with him before I left. And he messaged me like, oh, I've got some weed for you. I was like, yeah, sweet. I said, do you want to go, like, do you want to go out tonight? Do you want to, like, hang out, like, go to the fucking karaoke, whatever? I was like, nah, I've already made plans, blah, blah, blah. I just didn't really, I was in a good place, and I couldn't be fucked to fucking dance with the devil again. So I sort of left it, and but yeah, he was sound, like, you know, you're welcome here anytime, blah blah blah. So everything was cool in the end. But yeah, didn't fancy going back for round 3. But you know, maybe we'll see him again. Maybe we'll see him again. He was sound. I spent a lot of time in that shop, you know, drinking, smoking. It's just, you know, but these things happen. So that was pretty scary. It was probably the most scared I've been in my fucking entire life, to be honest. Like there on the floor, like what the fuck? Like went from like bomb to that, like instantly, like. And I mean, I got robbed in Mexico by a couple of taxi drivers in January last year, and it was scarier than that. You know, that was pretty scary too. But yeah, it was fucking arms killing me. But yeah, anyway, that's that. Couple of stories. Blah blah blah. I like to get robbed. Right, so everything's sweet in Pi. Time to fly back to the UK to watch my mate box on the European thing. So I'll go to Bangkok to see my mate there for a bit. Have like a bit of a one last sort of like final hurrah with him. So that's good, yeah. Have a bit of a tear up in Bangkok, and then next day I jump on a flight to Manchester, just because that's just how the flights worked out. It was a good flight, nice and simple. It was like when I wanted to go. So flew into Manny, and then headed down to London for the boxing. Had to have a fucking shower in this gym. Charged me like 11 quid for a shower. And it was like, oh, yeah, it was a bit shit really, because I had all my stuff and fucking nowhere to sort of get changed and that. But yeah, so I paid the money, got changed, freshened up, got to the boxing. Boys let me carry the gym bag in. That's what I like. Didn't get the win, unfortunately. It was a fucking hell of a fight, and you know, he was you know, when someone's got a belt like that, and this you've really got to dazzle to take that off them, unless you're fucking getting them out of there, you know. So it's a shame. To be fair, I thought he might have nicked it, to be honest. It's one of them where you're just like, yeah, he's done enough, but in the judge's eyes he ain't done enough, and you're like, oh, but that's boxing. So yeah, we had a bit of a did I go out afterwards? Yeah, had a bit of a night out afterwards. Actually I didn't. I was fucking shattered. I just crashed at the hotel. And then yeah, woke up the next day. But after that, oh my god, it was like Saturday back in, and I was getting the train down to Brighton. Ended up meeting my mate. We're getting on the fucking beers again, and then the whole week was just absolute seshly hem, you know. And I was sofa surfing. I was staying on my sofa at my flat. Luckily, my mate was sound with me being there, and you know, and he wasn't there much, his girlfriend, so we made it work. But it was a little bit bit disjointed, you know, especially with all the lack of sleep, plus all the fucking session and the fucking whatever else. Yeah, it was just a bit of a mad week, and I was just glad to come back to Cheltenham. Got the bus and sort of worked on. Actually, no, I had some therapy in Cheltenham, actually, in Brighton before I left, and that helped me out. But I was so low when I was getting that therapy, so like down. But so it was a tough session. It was a tough session for him as well, I think. But yeah, it's good to get on the bus. And as soon as I left Brighton, I felt a sort of I don't know what's the word, like a release of pressure, and just like, oh, going home, family time, Easter, wholesome vibes, come back down to earth, you know, ground yourself a bit with family, and that's what I've been doing. And now I'm here. I've been out last night with my dad and all of his mates, met all them lot, and Cheltenham's a gorgeous place, you know. It's just the park in Cheltenham. So yeah, back in Cheltenham, grounding, recalibrating, still doing my bits of shadow work, developing my understanding on that actually as I go. Yeah, that's a good one, the shadow work. I've been enjoying it. If you don't know much about it, you should look into it. Get up in the comments. What shadow work? Fuck knows. But yeah, that's a little Cheltenham update for y'all. And the question on everyone's lips, especially mine, is where should I go next? Like, where am I going next? I've got some money from a comic, so I'm thinking same sort of criteria as before. Cheap. It's got to be a gym, a beach preferably. Yeah, that's it basically. Oh, and if it's got some sort of skate scene or something like that, that'll be good. I'm just absolutely like gagging for a skate. So much so that I was thinking of going to that Wonderland, like Denmark, but Denmark's well expensive, but they've got good skate spots there, like good skate parks. Then I was thinking maybe Lisbon, because I've been there before. I know the area. There's this La Pointe hostel sort of place, and it's got its own little bowl. That's sick. I've been there before. It's lovely. Been there twice actually. Or there is Accra, which is in Ghana. My dad's friend is over there. She's like, you can stay with us by the beach. And interesting fact about Accra in Ghana, there's more gyms per square mile than any other, well, it used to be any other place in the world. I'm not sure now because boxing's like blown up, but it'd be interesting to check that. But either way, there's a highly concentrated amount of good boxing gyms with like real fighters in Accra. So getting out of breath, walking and talking, to fucking cut down the fags. But that's the thing, I haven't been running, haven't been training. I've had my toe injury, my Achilles, I've had this and that. So I'm looking forward to getting back on the fitness, and that's why Accra sort of makes sense, because you've got all the boxing gyms, and I can do like the YouTube videos of like, go into the boxing gyms, I could spar someone from each one of the gyms maybe. You know what I mean? I take my gum shield. I need to get some more gloves and this and that, but I'll figure it out. But yeah, so you got Accra, Lisbon. I'm thinking actually, I'd like to ideally go somewhere for a skate trip, then go to Accra. So I get my skating, because that's what I want to do, right? So somewhere for a skate trip, and then off to Accra for the boxing. That's potentially the plan at the moment. But if anyone's got any ideas, any suggestions, any good contacts, get up in the comments, let me know, and you know, we'll see if you can inspire me. But that's a little bit of a flavour of what I'm sort of looking for. Yeah, I'll keep getting that fucking on my arm. I need a stick. I need a selfie. That's what I still need as well. I'll get that while I'm here. I need a selfie stick, And one of those little microphones. What about what about if it attaches to your belt like that and you can just sit there like that? That's like proper like fucking, what's his name? From the Goonies. Anyway, hit up the comments, like, subscribe, where should I go next? Sticky Mickey worldwide, who knows? So Cheltenham really is a stunning area, okay? Look at these gaffs, right, look at this gaff. Mad gaff. There's another one up here. But yeah, it's a pretty beautiful place. Lodge. Where's my favourite? My favourite one's up here. Look at this. Serious. Two brand spanking Mercs. Stunning. Stunning area. Got these geese. They do get a bit funny, so I'm not going to go too far, but pretty cute. I don't want to piss them off, and a little squirrel getting involved as well, though. But yeah. So it's very calming here. Obviously, just getting back to nature, because he's got a sensitive nature. These are like the university park grounds. Really nice. Yeah, I've never seen a duck like this before. Isn't it gorgeous? It really is an area of outstanding natural beauty. Take a little walk. There's the big house. Big Daddy don't like it when we go there. Watching me, I'm watching you. Ah. Wow. Try and climb that, actually.